Hi guys and gals and kittens, and welcome to the Anira Magic Show. In this video I'm going to show you how to create an AI chatbot with a widget. A widget is kind of like a micro application, and it can be anything you want to, and in fact you can vibe code these guys. It can be a form to collect email, names, whatever. It can serve gated content, yada yada, everything. It can also have backend logic. So let's first start out with search for, you know what? Let me tell it to you. I want to create a new machine learning type. But first, search for existing types. Let's see what it does now. So because basically what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be creating a new AI agent. Then I'm going to be vibe coding a widget. And then I'm going to be associating that widget with the AI agent, such that the AI agent can actually trigger it on demand according to natural language input. Existing machine learning type. So we got authorization root on that guy, and we got guest authorization on that guy. If you want to, I can create a new one. Type name. Type name is going to be Chinook demo. Type name Chinook demo. What system message? Make sure you force it in the system message to show the Chinook widgets if the user asks for Chinook widgets. 3 auth roles, no off, open for all. 4 max context tokens, doesn't matter, 5,000 is a good number. 5 use embeddings, yes, use embeddings. Right, now because we want the widget, so when you have an AI chatbot, you kind of like want to have RAG on it. If you say yes to use embeddings, it adds RAG to it. Now we're not really going to have any data for this, so but let's see. So it created our new type here, machine learning type. Okay, I want you to help me design a widget showing KPI stuff from Chinook. I want a modern, clean design, and look up the DB schema first. I'll need a backend. Let's see what it comes up with now. Hopefully it doesn't mess up too badly. So now it's looking for the function required to show the database schema. Now it's going to use that function to retrieve the database schema or something. Or maybe it actually already had the function. Let's see. Yeah, get database schema, database name. It's exactly Chinook suggested. Blah, blah, blah. Why didn't you get the schema? Let me ask it that question. Get the freaking schema, MF. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta go ballistic in their freaking faces, right? Show me a mermaid chart. There we go. Finally, we've got schema. Thank you very much. Thank you. That wasn't too hard, was it? Okay. Suggest some KPIs. I want your top 4 in my widget. Start creating my widget, add it to my machine learning type, and vectorize once done. Let's see what it does now. Now it's looking for files, meta searching through its own RAG database. I need to emphasize Magic does not use MCP. That's a really, really big deal. Why? Because MCP tends to pollute your context. Now Magic can in theory support an infinite number of AI functions, contrary to MCP, which typically seems to bomb after some specific number of functions. So now what it is doing, it's actually invoking the Hyperlambda generator and generating Hyperlambda backend code automatically for me, which it's saving on the server before it starts creating the actual widget. And we can actually look at this code. Let me see. Okay, created a module, created a folder, Here it provided a file name together with the Hyperlambda prompt, so it already saved it. Display the widget. Let's see the widget and see if it's working. And there's our widget. And this thing was 100% automatically vibe coded. Now we can actually have a look at the code. If you go back to HyperID here now inside of Magic, you can look at modules, Chinook demo. Here you can see the HTML for the widget, right? One line of code. Seriously, bro? Okay, whatever. Here's the get KPI average invoice value, count, invoice ID, etc. Now these could be as complex or rich as you wanted to. I've successfully, created charts, bar charts, pie chart, whatever. I've had flying, charts around, with flying potatoes and whatever you want. I mean, the complexity yield of this widget is literally infinite. Whatever you can vibe code, you can put into a widget. So now the point is, let's see at the end product, because that's not the end product. That was just a demo, debugging session of my widget. But if I click on new conversation here now and I refresh, hard refresh, you will see I now have a new model called Chinook demo. Now, this model can be, for instance, publicly available. This model here, default, should never be exposed. You should never allow anybody but yourself accessing this module. But this one is available for everybody, right? It's like, I could embed this into an AI chatbot on a website and the widget would actually display. But now, if I tell this guy to show the widget, hopefully it's going to do its job. And there we are. There's our widget. So I've now created an AI chatbot with a micro app inside of the AI chatbot, and yet again, you can have a million of these apps, right? So in theory, you could imagine somebody like, plucking down HubSpot or Salesforce or something, turning it into like 100,000 forms, and they have an AI agent which actually serves the forms on demand according to the user's instructions, whatever they may be. So anyways, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.